The first clinic stands for Family Intervention Response to Stop Trauma. And the trauma that we've identified is the unnecessary separation of infants from their parents at the hospital immediately following birth.
I'm hearing about attorneys say we would go to court to these shelter care hearings and our clients had already lost their children. This is weird because for our paying clients, we often deal with these cases before court, and in some instances, we never go to court. What if we could do this for our poor clients too? When this started, this was all volunteer, all pro bono.
Our clients are individuals who are using substances as a response to trauma, tragedy, and loss. The ultimate goal is to empower families so that they're not being pulled into the child welfare system. And also to create a blueprint and a map for the family that if they need help in the coming years, they know who to go to. We were told that this is a pipe dream, this would never happen. Neil Weiss from my office and I just made a decision that we were gonna go in alone. Prove through data that this works. Luckily, that happened.
What really stoked my curiosity is when they said, and we worked with medical professionals to determine what would be the best thing to do so that it would support the family.
Immediately following birth, there's a moment, a window where a mother's brain is changing along with the infant's brain. They're syncing together. And to interrupt that process and separate an infant from their caretaker for 30 days or 90 days or 60 days arbitrarily to test a mom's resolve, which was the system that we came into, is not only cruel, but it's not in the best interest of the infant and the mother.
So the hospitals would see someone with a substance abuse problem and they just take the baby.
We're able to not only provide legal advice for a parent and a family about what is coming in terms of the CPS process and then what their options are for non-CPS intervention like a guardianship. Through our parent ally, a parent with lived experience like Jennifer, like Gina, are able to at bedside with these families get a drug and alcohol evaluation for them. From there, transport them from the hospital directly to an inpatient treatment facility with their baby.
My name is Jennifer Justice, and I am a parent ally with the First Legal Clinic. In 2020, I was in an inpatient program for substance-using pregnant women. I finished the detox portion, and upon leaving, they gave me the number to the First Clinic. I reached out and I spoke with Adam, and from that minute, everything just changed in my life. He connected me with Gina, the parent ally with the First Clinic. Gina and I are what they call lived experience experts. As a parent, I was lucky to work with them because they believe in us moms, and that was something I had never experienced before working with public defenders or anybody in the systems, because you find when you're in recovery or when you're an addict and you're using, just the lack of respect and empathy that you get, that's what you become used to. When I didn't have anyone to really truly believe that I could, they did. And now I have a relationship with all my children. That is what I get to do for other families now, is I get to show up and I get to be their advocate. I get to be their cheerleader in their corner.
One thing that we learned in the work that has stuck with us is that the opposite of addiction is not sobriety, that the opposite of addiction is human connection. We can't do this without love. It's weird to hear sometimes an attorney talk about love, but that's at the heart of what we do. I think without that, we wouldn't be effective. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. Over 80% of the families that we work with and the families that we serve enjoy no separation of their infant from them and no filing of a dependency case. We're also proud that a third of the families that we work with came from the system. The system is designed to feed itself over and over, and breaking that cycle has been really exciting for our office.
I was the 17th mom that the First Clinic helped. And I think today we're almost at 800 clients. If not, we'll be there probably within a week or so.
We do still have obstacles in this work. Some of those obstacles are just the amount of treatment beds that are available. Long-term housing options still remains one of our biggest issues.
The First Legal Clinic, you've shown tremendous courage, tremendous leadership. You're also going everywhere across the nation and literally changing the world. And what this means is that now we have a stronger family. And when we have a stronger family, we have a stronger community. And when we have a stronger community, this amazing things just start to happen. And you go, wow, how did this happen? Because of a couple of pro bono attorneys? What? It just takes one or two. It just takes one or two. Because every child is beautiful, every child is wonderful, every child is magical. And you're making that magic come true.